Hello, Taverners of the Internet. We're back with episode 10.
The big one. No, you'll have to excuse me. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning for the huge morning shift, and I was up until 3:30 o'clock in the morning the day before. So I'm running on like probably 8 hours sleep total in the span of 2 days, and I don't even know if I even said my phrases correctly. I did say that I got up at 5 o'clock. And I stayed up until 3:30 in the morning before that, didn't I? I did.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Alright, cool. That's a good sign. That's wicked. Ben, how
letting people know your situation.
Giving out the excuses for if I completely mess up my words, which I always do because I always have morning shifts. But you never know if there are new people watching, so you got to cover yourself for these sorts of things.
Honestly, I'm really tired as well.
Oh yeah, tired hours for the both of us here, man.
Yeah.
So everyone tuck this. So this is a podcast for you guys to comfortably listen to in bed if you would like. We are now officially a sleep podcast. You're tucked in. You got your teddy bears. You got your warm your drinks and warm milk, maybe a cookie. It's always good.
Oh no.
White chocolate chip is really good with warm milk. It's so good. I love it. It puts me to bed immediately. So if you guys got that going on, don't worry. I'll just waffle on until you do that because it's a big recommend from me. Because it's going to be nothing but tired hours from me and Ben. Oh, Ben is definitely tired. He literally just forgot about what I was talking about in the span of 30 seconds.
What did you say? I couldn't hear that. You said white chocolate chip.
Yeah, with warm milk.
Oh, yeah, white chocolate chips are good, yeah.
With warm milk, yeah. And the cookies.
Yeah.
You never done that before?
Yeah.
You got to treat yourself sometimes. Especially when you listen to a sleep stream like ours.
No, I've never done that before.
Depending on how things go, it may or may not be an ASMR stream. If we get real desperate, but I'm sure I'll come to that. We're just tired. Sorry, I like making Ben nervous by mentioning it. Ben gets really nervous whenever I even mention ASMR because he knows for a fact that could be a pathway to unnatural ways to
I am not gonna start
entertainment.
tapping my keyboard or something and be like in a sensual noise. I don't get it.
Ben? Are you sure? There's some money in it, man. There's some money in it.
Sorry.
No.
I'm tired, so my brain is melted right now.
Thing.
You don't need to. You just gotta tap your mic and do your thing. Kiss that compressor.
I don't get
Just put that prop filter all the way up your nostrils. People will love it.
Oh my god. Christ.
But this is not an ASMR stream, and we're not talking about ASMR. This is an IRL podcast.
About IRL,
which we kind of are talking about when you really think about it.
Technically, you are talking about IRL.
Hope you're all nice and tucked in bed.
I want to say my life has been, my home life has been turned upside down because.
You sure
I'll talk about it. I can talk about it.
So a disclaimer, Ben. Whatever you are comfortable with what's going on. But we don't want to say too much that will expose our personal lives too much. But we will do our best. But
I'll talk about
Ben. You take it away, mate. You do what you feel you're comfortable with.
The low-key stuff. Okay, so basically, my mum had an accident. She's okay, don't worry, she's fine. She just broke her ankle, which is actually quite serious, but but she's alright. Like, she's out of the thick of the worst of it now. She's home now and everything. But it means I've got loads more responsibility at home because my mum was so used to doing so much stuff. She's just that kind of woman who would just do loads of stuff, and my dad
being the mum of the house.
Yeah, my dad was just literally, the one who would, I want to say it was very old-fashioned in the sense of how it was in my dad, with my dad and my mum.
Man, go out and work. Woman, do home and cooking and feed man.
I don't want to say it was like that, but in a sense, no, my mum did have a job, but her job was less it wasn't as many hours as my dad puts into his job.
Yeah, I get ya.
Yeah.
But how is she doing? Because we've already talked about it beforehand, but She getting better? She doing alright? And how are you doing too? Which is also an important question.
I mean, it was scary at first because that was like,
oh yeah,
the whole thing where I freaked out on Discord and everything because I found out the news, right? Because it happened while she was in Canada.
Understandably, yeah, it was in another country.
And there's nothing I could do, you know. Like I just had to keep waiting for updates and stuff. And like, it was like, but my sister told me like it was really bad. Like the leg was like, oh, I mean, not to get graphic, but it was. Like graphically, it made her feel sick.
Yeah, bit of a shiner.
And my mum was screaming, so it's got to be bad if she was screaming because like she's got a really high pain tolerance. So yeah, like, it was like basically twisted around the other way.
Yeah, sorry to hear for you and the fam, man. But she's recovering, right? That's the main thing.
Yeah, she's recovering. She's got like it's gonna take a year. They reckon full recovery will be 1 year.
Yeah.
They reckon that's like full recovery, but like before she can do stuff, I don't know, 6 months maybe. I don't know.
Before she starts moving again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she can move. Like she'll start getting physio within in 6 weeks' time. I think she's got like her physio and stuff.
That's good. Take her to the poolside. I'll give her a free membership.
So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate because a lot of new like. I won't disclaim too much, but yeah, my dad's basically learning to like cook and do things. It's kind of funny.
And then fend for himself, yeah.
Yeah, we're sort of teaching him how to fend for himself almost.
Got no choice now.
He's never had to. And
the hard times come.
It's really highlighted how much my mum did now that my mum's out of commission. Like, it's just kind of crazy. Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, for him, I mean, like, I was basically independent in myself, but like, I've noticed like the change in like sort of stuff being left around the house and things. And I was like, oh man,
it gives other people a bit of a kick up the arse when the carrier at home is no longer carrying, right?
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, she loves doing it though. Like, that's just like she enjoys always moving about and like doing tasks. And that's just even now. Like, even now, while I'm doing tasks and stuff, she would just, like, walk over and be like, do you need help chopping anything? Like, no. She's like, I can sit at the table and, like, fine, just sit.
Useful. Yeah. Oh, bless him. This is going to be a really awkward thumbnail, by the way.
No, don't do
like, obviously, I'm not going to just take a picture of your mum's broken foot and be like, this is what happened.
But no, it's all good, guys. It's all good. Like, she's recovering, and that's the main thing, you know. But yeah, it has changed the dynamic of my house completely, which is funny in a way. It has been eye-opening.
Yeah, how you been finding it?
Yeah, I'm alright with it. I mean, I've been going to the shops more. Like,
get some fresh air during work.
Yeah,
not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been having to, like, pick up certain bits and pieces from, like, the shops more now that she's, like... Because she used to go and do all that stuff, so, like, I've just been helping and just doing all the sort of things.
Yeah.
Making it easier, you know. And other than that, I mean, it's been okay, but it's been tiring because, like, I've been cleaning out the house a lot as well, which I never used to do a lot, admittedly.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot more cleaning, not just my room, like, you know, other parts.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there'll be more rooms to clean now, definitely.
Yeah. But I would say like it's been going well. I mean, I've been trying not to do my nutting with my dad a lot of the time.
You've got to be patient now.
Yeah. But I guess it's a change. It's a change, and change is hard. And then also on like the flip side of all that, like I am also trying to move. Well, like I am trying to move in with my partner and like find a job. I've been writing my CV and everything, and I'm looking potentially to look for a job in where she lives, so I can be able to move in.
Yeah,
that's the goal anyway.
That's the goal. There's something to go for. It's a big shoot.
Yeah.
But you can do it.
But I want to be able to find a job that will be able to balance obviously this and, you know, so
it's down to you, man. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do.
I do want to, obviously, I still want to keep doing the channel. I don't want to stop doing the channel. The channel is like, our livelihood. Well, it's not our livelihood, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like
it'd be nice if it was, but sadly it's not. But yeah,
it's not. But yeah, but I would love to be able to like obviously still do the channel. So I don't want to give that up. So I'm trying to find a balance between like having to like move in streams and everything and work out all those logistics.
First things first, man. Just don't take it all in at once. Do the important things, and then less important things come after. That's how I've always done it. So the most important thing for you right now is obviously get a job in there that you want to move into. Get a job, move into a place where said job it is, and do all the crazy unpacking, which will take a fair bit because it always does when you move in. And then once you've done that, then you can move on to the next important things, like maintaining hot water in your house. Then once you've done all that, then you can start doing the I like to call extracurricular stuff, which is like the channel and stuff. Once you've settled in, pretty much.
Yeah, of course.
So take your time with it, mate, because it's important stuff. And once you've done it, you've done it.
Of course it is. Yeah. Oh, hopefully my sister's actually going to look over my CV this week.
And you got people to help you out, so you're not alone. So you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And also, I can hold down the fort for as hard as I can as well, because I'm trying to look for a place to move out as well, as you know. But it's going kind of slow at the moment. But you know, if anything does come up, then I might have to put it on the back burner a little bit. But for now, I can balance both the lifeguarding and the channel and the streaming and the thumbnails and all that, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. But. Hey, I mean, this is IRL, and that was a heavy. That was quite a heavy IRL right there.
Well, hey, man.
From me, anyway.
Expression is a form of healing, even when it's in front of what we get 200 views for like these podcasts, but I'm sure people understand.
Yeah. I appreciate the people listening in on just like wanting to know our stuff, you know.
You nosy little gits. I'm joking.
No, I like it though. It's nice. It's nice to like, you know, and sometimes you get comments that are like really sympathetic or like, you know, maybe they're going through a similar thing. It's like, oh, it's nice to know you're not alone, you know, sort of situation. But let's see, things I did this month. I actually got I went out of my I went out of my comfort zone. I went to Essex Pride.
Essex Pride?
Yeah, the Pride Festival.
The parade?
No, not the London one. It was where my partner lives. Her sister invited me and her to go, so we went there one day, which was way out of my comfort. Like, obviously, it was a really nice atmosphere, lovely vibes. But you know, I've never done anything like that, and I've never gone to an event like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like nice vibes, good food, just like a bunch of really nice people. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was just basically there for support, really, like because. But it was nice.
Something you're not telling us, Ben?
No, not from me. No,
I'm joking.
It's my partner's.
Yeah,
sisters.
obviously,
yeah.
Just nice to like be company, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it was nice though. Claire from Step was there. I don't know if you know Steps.
I've heard of Steps. I don't know who Claire is.
Steps are like a really old, like, I think a UK band, like not the UK like pop band, like you know like it was Steps, Spice Girls, and like what was the other one?
Spice Girls is my jam.
What was the other one? It was Steps, Spice Girls, and
S Club 7.
S Club 7. Yeah, those were like the three big ones. Yeah. So it was funny seeing all that. But yeah, it was a nice time. That was really all of my like stuff though, honestly. Like it's been mostly surrounded by my house and like helping my mum and stuff. So
yeah, make sure you keep getting some fresh air and going out. You know, you don't want to be locked in there for a long amount of time. You know, get some fresh air to your lungs as well. And
oh yeah. No, I know. I haven't been going on my runs actually, admittedly, a lot recently.
Oh yeah, keep on that. Get an exercise bike. That's what I got. If I've got no choice but to be stuck in my house, then I got exercise equipment that can cater to that. So yeah, I'm covered luckily. But yeah, think about it. I
didn't know you had an exercise bike. Where is it? Oh, in the basement. In the basement, not basement.
Yeah, you nosy git.
The garage.
We've got places in the house that you've not been to before, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, we've got a cycling machine now. We use that.
Oh, nice. Oh. Yeah, my dad wants to get one of those.
That's good. Yeah, encourage him.
Maybe we should.
Game on the bike inside.
Yeah, I would use it. No, we'll see. What about you, man? How's things going for you?
Oh, well, we've gone through some heavy stuff already, so I'll just say that I'm going through
man, you can.
Nah.
It's honestly, it can be.
It's not. This isn't a therapy podcast, okay? This is video games and just little tidbits about me during the month for people who want to know. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's been alright. Heavy stuff here and there. Lots of. I'll say it's lots of turbulent changes have been going on. And it gets hard to adjust to them sometimes, and it kind of reveals a lot of anxiety that's pent up in you when you're distracted by so much work all of a sudden and so much, I want to say, comfort. I mean, things come along, and suddenly you're forced to change, and you're forced to change things in your life, and it's a scary period in people's lives. You know?
It is.
I won't go too much into it, but yeah, just been dealing with that at the moment.
I mean, change can be good as well, though. So
let's hope, man. Let's hope
change is good for the better, right?
Yeah,
not for the worse.
Let's hope. Because I've been taking a lot of what's it called again? You know, you put the stuff under your tongue and it chews you out.
What's that called?
It's not like a harmful substance or anything. It's like a.
It made it sound like LSD.
Yeah, I know, but just put tape. No, paper on top of my tongue. Yeah, that's right. That's how I'm chilling out. Definitely.
Paper on the top of your tongue.
Harmful
just
substances.
Seeing the walls
I am not advertising a harmful
bedroom.
substance at all. We already drink on this channel, alright? That's as far as we're going. But no, I've got what it's called now. Ben will put it on the podcast in case people are watching. I don't know what this
is. What is it? No, I don't actually know what it is.
I've got what it's called now. It's like the least harmful thing in the world, but it chills you out.
What?
What do you mean what? It's a really common thing. I just can't remember the name because I'm tired and you're tired as well, and now we both look like bellends.
Put paper on the tongue.
There's not paper. I didn't say it was fucking paper. Stop calling it paper.
Okay, not paper. Ice?
No, it's not ice. It's like a liquid you put. Calms. K-L-A-L. You've never had calms before?
No.
Wow.
What's that?
That explains a lot. It's something that calms you down. It's K-A-L-M. You're taking me calms a lot, you know. When you get anxious, right, and the heart starts beating really fast because lots of heavy stuff is going on, you put it on the back of your tongue. It's like a little liquid, and it just like calms your nerves. That's all it is. It's a nerve calmer.
Never had
Hence the
that
name
before.
Calms. But I'm glad I remembered the name because it might have raised a few eyebrows, and you definitely didn't help matters there. So I'm glad I remembered that.
No tripping out for Joe. No drug. no walls changing colours.
No, I'm not that. No, I'm not that bad. Thank God. And I'm not judge anyone who does, but I've not spiraled that far down. Oh God, I'm making things worse with my words. But
it's like one of those weird things where it's like obviously it's. I don't know. I would like to see what it's like, but I would never like want to do it. But it's like that curiosity sort of thing.
It's just there if it's like really needed, and it's the least harmful substance in the fucking world. So I just.
Oh yeah, okay. No, I think I've not had it, but like I've heard of it.
Definitely do not take it every day, like most medicine, right?
No, yeah.
And it was my birthday as well. About 4 days ago.
Yeah, what did you do for your birthday?
Do you know what? I actually had a really nice chill one this year. So
nice.
It's got to a point in my life now where, you know, in the Frios. And sometimes you just want to just have a chill birthday and you go, oh, it's another year. It's not like when you're younger and you're like, yeah, presents and people and birthday parties and all that stuff. I mean, it depends really, but I just went to chill one this year. And I went to a place called The Bank, which is a Turkish restaurant, and I had a gigantic meat dish with steak and chicken and lamb and beef, and I scoffed the whole lot. I absolutely...
Turkish is where it's at, man.
I knocked it all back, and it was
so nice.
It was heavenly. It was so good. I
love a Turkish restaurant.
I cannot remember the last time I had that much meat in one sitting, but I just could not stop. Because they had the boneless chickens... They had the lamb, which was medium rare, which was quite nice. They also had what are called, like the ribs as well, the ones you can just like pick up and just like rip off them with your mouth. Delicious, really nice.
Mixed
the rinds
platter,
and stuff.
You had, right?
Yeah, it was only like 35 quid, but it was loads and loads and
so
loads of meat,
good.
and it was delicious. Yeah, I loved it. It was lovely. So I just had a chill one with my family, and then I got back. I uploaded a Sekiro part because the show's got to go on.
Yeah.
And I just had that chill one, and the Discord were really nice, and it got me some games on Steam, which was very nice. So yeah. If anyone was watching who gives me a game on Steam, watching right now, thank you. You are amazing. I do not deserve it, but yeah, you were MVP, and thank you very much. It's super kind of you.
Yeah,
and
thanks, guys.
It was my birthday. Nice. And also during this heavy period, which I really needed, was that I saw Foo Fighters live in London Stadium.
Oh, yeah,
with me mum, because she's a rabid Foo Fighters fan, and it's always a good opportunity to rock out with me mum of all people. Yeah.
It's a good stress reliever.
Yeah, that's it. We got to see him because me mum just can't handle like big giant crowds standing, especially with stadiums as well.
The mosh pit. And like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I always go in mosh pits when I get the chance. Like, I'm definitely that kind of person because it's a healthy outlet to just let it all out sometimes. And mosh pits have always been quite cordial nowadays too. I mean, they always have been, to be honest. Like, you know, you're just there to have a good time and just go apeshit with other like-minded people into the same stuff as you are. But like, you know, rule number 1: if someone falls over, you stop. You pick them up, and then you keep on going apeshit. Rule number 2: someone's lost something, you make space, get out the way, help them find it. Once they found it, or sadly have not found it, and they're gone, and they're looking elsewhere, you go apeshit. Rule number 3: if someone wants to crowd surf and starts climbing on you, you let them fucking climb on you, and you find someone else, and you haul that guy all the way out of there.
Yeah.
And rule number 4: have fun.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch for Foo Fighters because, again, with me mum. And we sat in the seats, and it was really good because I know like 8% of all the words of Foo Fighters, and we were just singing our guts out on like getting drunk, and it was just a good time. And it was really neat as well because you get a lot of rock bands who sing a lot about, you know, stick this in the man, and you know, fuck politics and fuck like the government and all that shit. And like that's what rock and roll is all about. It's very much a thing to sing about, and that's cool and that's awesome. I ain't knocking it. But Foo Fighters don't really have like an agenda like that. They sing more about, you know, feelings and the heart, and like you know, is someone getting the best and stuff like that. Yeah. And sometimes that's just like really needed when you just need a band that just sings about feelings and stuff. And during this period, it was very much a very needed thing, and I had a lot of fun. My mum was screaming the lyrics, I was screaming the lyrics. You know, got our phones out because no one brings lighters to shows anymore during the really big ballads and stuff like that.
They don't. It's phones only, man.
It's phones only now. Yeah, get your lighter on. Waste about 10% of your battery to really make that atmosphere really good when it's 9 o'clock and it gets dark, and then you know, My Hero comes on, and it's always a glorious sight. But Foo Fighters. I mean, I will say this: it's now getting really hard to get home on time after big arena and stadium bands play.
You were in the London stadium,
yes,
right?
And we got out earlier because we've seen Foo Fighters about 8 times, so it's nothing new to us.
London Stadium's a tricky one to get out of, man.
It's weird because did
you go to Poplar?
Yeah, so what happened, right, was that we got out where is it called Westfield for shopping centre?
Yeah.
We got out of there, right? That's a train station we got out of because we took Jubilee line. And what we did is that me and my mum left early, and loads of other people did as well because there's a big crowd following us. And what they've got is that they have got barriers and barriers and barriers of stewards with the stop and go signs all the time. Yeah. Now, I can see why they do that. Like, I understand it. But
I get it,
because like in a lot of like recent shows, there have been accidents that happen at these places, and of course they just want to get people home in an orderly fashion. Only thing is that it's an incredibly slow, orderly fashion. And when you live 3 hours away from home and you've left at 11:30, and the last train is at 12:30, you want to get home as soon as possible, or you're stuck in the arse end of London of all places during the middle of the morning. And you don't want to be paying like 100 quid to get a cab back home in those hours. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. You've already spent like 100 to get tickets to see the thing. So me and my mum booked it. And what happened was that after we passed all those barriers that had not even started yet, but my God, were they in formation and were they ready to go and stop people in their tracks when it was time to leave. So we got on the platform, right? And there are 2 trains with doors open, ready to take people. And we were like, which one is going to go to the... Which one is going back back home fastest, right? So we go, well, we don't really know because the platforms were really unclear and there weren't really a lot of signs. It was just 2 trains there and it just both said the same destination at the exact same time as well. So like, oh, okay, we'll go for either one then. So we went to a train on the right and we were in that train. Both trains were there for 10 minutes. And then the one opposite us closed their doors and they moved. And we're like, oh shit, okay, well that's okay. That means our train will move soon too. And then a second train pulled up on that same platform. And then they pissed off immediately. But it happened again. And we still weren't moving. And we're like, fuck's going on here? And before we knew it, it had been 40 minutes. And we were just stuck on this fucking train with crowded amount of people. And everyone's like, it's fine, we're going to move soon. And me and my mum we're not patient people at all. It runs in the family. And we're all getting annoyed. We're all like, oh, fuck this. And we're just going, excuse me. Everyone's getting annoyed of us. Like, why are you pushing us? Like, we want to get out. What are you doing? Yeah, we're going on this train. Fuck this. We're not waiting any longer. And we made the right call because the 4th one came and we got on the train and it pissed off and left those guys in the dirt. And I feel sorry for them because God knows how long they would have waited for. But Jesus Christ, man. London Underground. Fuck me, man. Oh my God. Not only was it hot, it was also crowded and it was getting late. And we got home by the skin of our teeth. And that was us leaving early. We could have actually caught the encore as well. But then we would have been stopped at the barriers, so what can you do? You can't win. It was a game of chance. So, yeah, man. I remember back in the day, right? Do you remember when Wembley Arena, if there was like a big event happening at the stadium and you saw a band at the arena, which are 2 venues really close together, and both the shows would end at the same time, it was like everyone just stampeded to the station. And that's obviously why they've got the barriers going up now. But Jesus Christ, they really hold you up. So it's like a really annoying balance between safety and just being stuck. And but sometimes it gets really ridiculous where it's just really unnecessary implementations, like in the streets where it's quiet and there are no cars anyway. And like, there's so much room, and they're barely getting clogged up by people. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we don't need you here. We can just go home normally. Stadium, sure, but like little venues like Brixton, what is that all about?
I don't like London Stadium specifically for the reason that they've implemented all these like stop and start things. It's really annoying. With
worse than Wembley.
With Wembley, I can bypass all that, like when I leave work and stuff, because I know shortcut and stuff.
I've used your shortcuts.
But with London Stadium, there is no shortcut.
There's no shortcuts.
To go through
you've got
I've tried to look for one. There's not a way around it all. So
it's a system that is really like locked down, but I hate it. It's too much law and order to the point where it's getting annoying. Whereas Wembley is like, I've been stopped, but you're still gonna get home in time. It's just a pain in the balls. Yeah. But that's the point now, and it's annoying too. It's annoying too because you get older, and I've been to like an untold amount of gigs, and it's got to the point now where it's so much stop and start now to the point where you fear that you're not gonna get home on time to a lot of places, and I'm in my 30s now. Sometimes it puts you off going to see the band. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but then once I've seen them, I've got to go through that shit after, and then I'm spending more time getting home than I am actually seeing the band sometimes. And a lot of it is a game of chance, whereas it didn't used to be back in the day. And it's just like, which is why small venues and like pub venues I try and go to more often now, because it's just like a pub band. It's
at least you're going to get
smaller
home,
people, and then you're going to get home, and plus you can actually get a pint in as well. You're not lining up for that shit either. And also, the drinks aren't overpriced either.
Oh my
God!
Thank
you, £8 for a pint. Yeah. What is the deal with that? Rip off. It's an absolute scam.
you have to give them a straight face as you say it as well. That'll be
Frank here for your teeth. Like you're shocked that you've paid for like 2 pints at the price of one.
Here you go, sir. That'll be
It's not even that nice of a drink either. It's just an excuse to get a little bit tipsy. So stadium bands. I love the bands that go to stadiums, but man, it sucks that Foo Fighters are as popular as they are. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great that loads of people love them. I don't want to like smack talk it too much. But yeah, I don't want to be like,
now.
yeah, I used to like it before they were cool, and I didn't.
As soon as they went to the
First
stadium,
album,
they went down here.
I'll Stick Around, Big Me, all that shit. That was my jam back in the day. You know, we were just spamming Nirvana non-stop and early Foo Fighters, and it was great. It was wicked. All the house parties had all the cool shit.
Stadiums
When they got popular. They've been around for too long. And yeah,
actually,
and sadly the popularity makes the bigger venues. I mean, I just prefer
still good,
the
by the
smaller
way.
ones. Yeah, they were.
Without like the drummer, like
absolutely. Yeah. Sadly, without it's not the same vibe with the drummer, but that's not their fault. And it never will be without them. But yeah, their drummer was around for a long time, and it's always sad to
Did you notice
it's a terrible thing that happened. Well, I mean, yeah, because he's been there for ages.
No, but I mean, like within the drumming itself, like.
No, drummer was really good. He was really awesome.
Yeah.
He's played for 9 Inch Nails, and I think he played for The Offspring. Don't quote me on that.
Oh wow.
He's a drummer that gets around. He's played for a lot of big bands. But
fair enough.
Now he's at the Foos at the moment, and he was really good.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, long story short, smaller venues have like a charm to them, whereas the stadium the stadium's bigger. You know, it's more wider. The chances that you're not going to see a lot of the band as well, depending on where you are, because it's such a fat place. But
it's massive. Where were you sitting, by the way?
But smaller venues like the Garage and Cadam Underground and all that stuff, where it feels more like a small club where the band is playing, are always going to be the big hitters for me. Like, that is when the really big rages really rage. And I remember when Foo Fighters played at an arena show, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago, and we're like, oh, the Foos are quite big. It's kind of weird that they're playing at like an arena, not a stadium. And that arena show was my favorite Foo Fighters gig of all time.
Aww.
Because
it's more intimate.
It was, exactly, right?
You can see the band.
You could see the band.
See them.
You could get up close as well. It wasn't like, it was nice and compact as well, and not to the point where like, the closer you get to the front, the more you can't breathe. But it's just people debate that is the charm of going to a gig sometimes. Whereas with stadiums, it's like, oh, you're just chilled out, you sit down. There's not really a lot of people like going on. But at an arena, when less tickets are sold and there's not as many people, that the real fans are gonna go apeshit, and that's what it's all about to me. So, and that was an amazing gig. It was so good. Like me and my friend were late to it, and when the first song came on, it was one of their oldies. And we got pushed all the way to the front because the whole place was moving about to the music, and it was incredible. It was like we were there immediately, right in front. Yeah, it was an amazing show. So that's my little boomer rant about how the more popular bands are getting, the more expensive the tickets get, and you get this bullshit of like, I get to pay more for the front row, so you get all these rich bigwigs who just want to like see a show, and then my mum won't shut up about it. It rubs off on me sometimes. She's like, why is everyone going more? Why is everyone going one more song? They should be going more, and banging their feet for the encore. It's like, yes, mum. I know. Come on, we're not in your generation anymore. Because she was a punk rocker back in the day. She actually had like the shaved like bits on the left and the back, and she had like the mohawk as well. It was actually a really cool cut. She actually looks really cool. There's a really cool like side shot of her. And it's like, Mom, your hair looks insane here. Like you look really cool back then, Mum.
Oh, bless.
And it's like, obviously it's a different generation now. She still loves the Foo Fighters and loves the music. She had a good time. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's good.
But that IRL stack went on for a long time. But it's nice to talk about the passions outside of video games as well. My passion is definitely the music and rock and metal music, and just having a good time, and just talking about the state of like some bands, what they're doing now, and places they're playing, and it's fun. I've still got loads of more venues lined up. Actually, I'm seeing Rise Against in August. I'm seeing Sleep Token in September, and I'm seeing Sum 41 for their final quote-unquote tour in October on Halloween Day. So
wait, what do you mean final tour? Are they
their final tour? Yeah, they're stopping after.
They're actually what? They're breaking up?
Yeah, they're breaking up after.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, are they going to release a new album, or?
Oh, they've already released a new album, I believe.
Oh, shit.
I've not caught up with their new stuff, but they've definitely released 2 new songs.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're stopping.
They've been going for ages.
We'll see though, because we'll see if they put a kiss and announce their like 7th breakup tour and then get back together the day after.
Yeah, I feel like it's a marketing
Some fans do it
sometimes.
I mean, Kiss especially. Kiss like the fucking Disney of heavy metal, so.
Yeah. It's like a marketing ploy almost sometimes. Oh, we're breaking up. No, we're not. Yes, we are.
I saw Morty Crew's final tour. I think they've got back together as well. I think.
Yeah. I feel like it's like their final tour for now is really like what it is.
Yeah, let's put it in brackets.
They'll come back in 5 years' time
for
and be
now.
like, we're back again. Yeah.
In a big, cool capital metal font.
Because eventually they always like miss like doing the tours and stuff, and then they want to go out and do it again. So they
doesn't leave them.
They're in a reunion.
Hard to leave the fast life. Yeah.
Yeah. and you know, when the money runs out, they need more money.
I mean, it depends, man. It depends on who's saying what and who's playing what and what band is saying that.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you got Iron Maiden, meanwhile, and that dude is literally flying planes, so...
Oh, yeah.
Also saw his solo show as well later last month, where it was just Bruce Dickinson and the rest of his band. And it is Iron Maiden 2.0, 100%, but I ain't complaining.
Yeah. Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like
it's how I get out.
A decent IRL, bit about you and everything. Bit of light stuff there and a bit of heavy stuff.
You got no choice sometimes. Heavy stuff is in the music.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. We'll be back with part 2 in a mo.
Yeah,
well, actually,
on to the games.
A week.